Want to know how to handle negative feedback? Hey there, if we haven't met yet, I'm Vanessa Medling, and I speak to leaders often who probably think about how am I going to give negative feedback more than how can I receive negative feedback. But the reality is that this comes up. And I want to give you some tips around how to respond when that happens to you. So the first tip I have is to be grateful. What I often see in organisations is when somebody gives somebody feedback, they become really defensive. So I've seen recently in a meeting somebody come back with the justification, I'm really busy, I'm overworked, even that whole beginning to blame other people for not doing their part in it. So instead of all of that, just stop and say thank you. And you might want to even add to that, thanks, I'll take that and I'll consider that. I'll take that away and think about that. So that you're being grateful. Because remember, for somebody to give you feedback, it's actually taken them a certain amount of courage to do that. Because it's not always easy because you don't know how the other person's going to respond. So you want to encourage them by just simply thanking them. The second tip I have is to let go of your ego and hear the feedback for what it is. So how can I learn from this feedback? How can I grow from this experience? And really consider what the gift in there is. What's the message? Because it's likely that it's either going to reaffirm what you already know or it's going to be a blind spot that you're not aware of. So really take the time to consider what's the learning and how can I grow? And then my third tip is consider the person who gave you feedback and determine whether this is actually something that you want to take on board. Because remember, you're the person who decides about what you will change in your behavior or not. And sometimes we can get feedback from people that is that could be valuable, but it also might not have the full picture. So I just want you to remember that. You don't have to take every single piece of feedback on board, but I think if you do the first two tips, then you're in a really good position to decide whether that was valid feedback or not. Trust that's beneficial for you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.